1 Esdras, chapter 2. In the first year of Cyrus, king of the Persians, that the word of the Lord might be accomplished, that he promised by the mouth of Jeremiah, the Lord raised up the spirit of Cyrus the king of the Persians, and he made a proclamation through all his kingdom, and also by writing, saying, Thus says Cyrus, king of the Persians, the Lord of Israel, the Most High Lord, has made me king of the whole world, and commanded me to build him a house at Jerusalem in Jewry. If therefore there be any of you that are of his people, let the Lord, even his Lord, be with him, and let him go up to Jerusalem, that is in Judea, and build the house of the Lord of Israel. For he is the Lord that dwells in Jerusalem. Whoever then dwells in the surrounding places, let them help him, those, I say, that are his neighbors, with gold, and with silver, with gifts, with horses, and with cattle, and other things which have been set forth by vow for the temple of the Lord at Jerusalem. Then the chief of the families of Judea and of the tribe of Benjamin stood up, the priests also, and the Levites, and all they whose mind the Lord had moved to go up and to build a house for the Lord at Jerusalem. And they that dwelt around them helped them in all things with silver and gold and horses and cattle, and with very many free gifts of great number, whose minds were stirred up thereto. King Cyrus also brought forth the holy vessels, which Nebuchadnezzar had carried away from Jerusalem, and had set up in his temple of idols. Now when Cyrus king of the Persians had brought them forth, he delivered them to Mithridates, his treasurer, and by him they were delivered to Sanabassar, the governor of Judea. And this was the number of them, 1,000 golden cups, and 1,000 of silver, 29 censers of silver, 30 gold vials, and of silver 2,410, and 1,000 other vessels. So all the vessels of gold and of silver which were carried away were 5,469. These were brought back by Sanabassar, together with them of the captivity from Babylon to Jerusalem. But in the time of Artaxerxes, king of the Persians, Belamus, and Mithridates, and Tabellius, and Rathamus, and Biltethmus, and Semelius the secretary, with others that were commissioned with them, dwelling in Samaria and other places, wrote to him against them that dwelt in Judea and Jerusalem these letters following. To King Artaxerxes our Lord, your servants, Rathamus the story writer, and Semelius the scribe, and the rest of their council, and the judges that are in Celesyria and Phenice. Be it known to the Lord King, that the Jews that are up from you to us, being come into Jerusalem, that rebellious and wicked city, now build the marketplaces, and repair the walls of it, and lay the foundation of the temple. Now if this city and the walls of it be made up again, they will not only refuse to give tribute, but also rebel against kings. And forasmuch as the things pertaining to the temple are now in hand, we think it best not to neglect such a matter, but to speak to our Lord the King, to the intent that, if it be your pleasure, it may be sought out in the books of your fathers. And you shall find in the Chronicles what is written concerning these things, and shall understand that that city was rebellious, troubling both kings and cities, and that the Jews were rebellious, and raised always wars therein, for which cause even this city was made desolate. So now we declare to you, O Lord the King, that if this city be built again, and the walls of it set up anew, you shall from henceforth have no passage into Celesyria and Phenice. Then the king wrote back again to Rathamus the storyteller, to Biltethmus, to Semelius the scribe, and to the rest that were in commission, and the dwellers in Samaria and Syria and Phenice, after this manner. I have read the epistle which you have sent to me. Therefore I commanded to make diligent search, and it has been found that that city was from the beginning practicing against kings, and the men therein were given to rebellion and war, and that mighty kings and fierce were in Jerusalem, who reigned and exacted tributes in Celesyria and Phenice. Now therefore I have commanded to hinder those men from building the city, and heed to be taken that there be no more done in it, and that those wicked workers proceed no further in the annoyance of kings. Then King Artaxerxes, his letters being read, Rathamus and Samelius the scribe, and the rest that were in commission with them, removing quickly toward Jerusalem with a troop of horsemen and a multitude of people in battle array, began to hinder the builders. And the building of the temple in Jerusalem ceased until the 2nd year of the reign of Darius, king of the Persians.